Hello, survivors. Welcome back to the Cherno Journo interviews. This next one is with a group of friends who call themselves Van Halen. Now, I was contacted through Mike, who I'm sitting at the campsite over here at the Northeast Airfield, waiting for the other guys to come and meet up with us. Now, this interview was recorded a while ago, so this was back when you still had thermals in game, and the AS50s and 107s were still around. Recorded over on the public hive, and we're just sitting here at the campsite. There's Mike, waiting for the other guys to come on over. Have they got a pig chasing them?
When they get there.
It looks like they have a pig. No, that's a pig behind them. Again, I'm just looking for the thermals so I can see.
There he is.
Alright. That nearly works, Dan.
So I guess they want to be called Van Halen, so I guess
Van
we'll go with that.
Alrighty. Okay, well, Van Halen Group, thank you very much for interviewing with the Cherno Journo. We're over here at the lovely Northeast Airfield. We've got it lit up. And let's see, we'll start off with, so you're 4 players who've just met up in game. Maybe you can start off telling me a story about how you all met up.
Yeah, totally. See, me and Josh here, the one on the far right there, we were roaming around up by Vybor, up north of Three Valleys or whatever. We find a freaking bus out in the middle of nowhere. We just load up, start driving around. We figured, what the hell, we'll drive until somebody shoots us. And we checked out a couple different towns, drove through Cherno, got shot at a couple different times. Let's see. Who else do we have with us, Josh? We had
Jordan was with us.
Jordan. Jordan's another one that's not with us right now, but he's sort of part of our group. But we kept going through Cherno. We eventually made it to Balota, and I think what drew us there was somebody was shooting M107 rounds off at zombies or something. We pull up there and we figured, you know, better time than any to either die or keep on going. We pulled up. We see 3 other people running into like one of the the hangars there. And we just pulled up and what did we say, Josh? You said something to get them on the bus. He said, beep motherfuckers, get on the bus. And they started to laugh, and they roamed over and hopped in on the bus. We had about 6 people with us. That was Paul, Josh, and our aptly named Hatchet Man, who was carrying a hatchet with him at the time. We don't know what happened to him afterwards.
I had met Hatchet Man east of Electro prior to meeting up with Josh and Mike, and we ran all the way through Electro taking fire. It was just really intense, really emotional. Made it through Cherno. I got hit twice in Cherno, but we survived. Ran all the way to Balota, and at that time there was another guy with us who I ended up murdering for whatever reason. And it was crazy. And then we're running for our lives from these zombies, and that's when the bus shows up. I mean, it was epic. It rarely... I'm 42 years old, and I've never had an experience like that in a video game before. It was just crazy. It was nuts.
We basically stuck with each other, drove through 5, 6 different towns on the northern route out of Cherno. We finally decided, you know, we had fun with the bus. It was getting to be about 2 in the morning our time, and we said, fuck it, let's go to the northwestern airfield and see what the hell is all about this place. We pull up, and we're thinking it's not too bad. We're doing circuits around the place, just honking the horn, being dumbasses, pulling zombies all around us. Right as we got to the ATC, we figured we were going to check it for ammo on the M107 and a couple other different guns. This dude, I guess with a DMR or AS50, started wailing rounds on us. Hit the front tire, waited for us to slow down, put a round in my head, and everybody else piled out of the bus and ran straight for ATC with this dude shooting rounds at him. And from there, it ended up being... I guess it was... Who went down first? Josh. You were one of Paul and Silver there.
Nah, I was alive. I was in the ATC tower for a while. Got killed in there.
Yeah, who went down first, though, after me? That was,
That would be me. He got me right after the bus. He broke my leg, and then I tried to get on the ladder, and then he just killed me right on the ladder.
Yeah. And then I guess we lost Hatchet Man either halfway there, and somebody else was there with us.
The Hatchet dude, that was his first time playing the game, so he really wasn't familiar with anything.
And we dragged
All
him
of us
around
were pretty new about that time.
Yeah. Was that
I think I had 3 days experience.
Yeah, that was our first weekend, and Paul and Silver had 2 weeks on us, so we were just lucky to find a bus, then find them. I mean, that was like a split-second a meeting because they were on their way through a Belota airfield and passed through a hangar. We pulled up and told them to get on the bus, and they did.
A lot of fun. I think that's why we stuck together this long, because, I mean, it's just one of those rare instances that rarely ever happens, you know? And here we are.
It ended up being one of those one-in-a-million chance meetings where instead of shooting each other, we actually stuck together and ended up getting into TeamSpeak together and stuck with it, you know? That night was, yeah.
I think it's a success story for DayZ in that sense that, you know, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of PvP killing and stuff, but, I mean, look at us. We're one group of individuals that stuck together over hundreds of hours, you know? It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun.
It's great.
Full of shenanigans.
Sorry. If I'll just say, if I interrupt you, I'll stop and then say it again, because I always cut out my, you know, talking over. There's always a bit of a delay in the direct chat.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Because your voices are more interesting than mine. I want to hear what you have to say. Oh, look, the pig's come over. I don't know if you saw that. The pig just went past in the background.
Portable dinner.
Pig down.
We'll get him later.
Yeah, he made the mistake there. He thought they were friendly chaps. Alrighty, so...
I don't discriminate.
That's right. He was moving. He wasn't armed. And so we picked this location, not just because it looks pretty good, but I hear you guys have had a very interesting sort of encounter with a bus again over here at the Northeast Airfield.
Yeah, that was me, Paul, and Silver here, the two to my right. And I don't remember where we found the bus. Somewhere along the coastline of Solnichny, somewhere around there. We spent about an hour and a half getting this thing fixed up with tires, gas, engine parts, glass, the works. We wanted this thing to look pretty when we rolled around in it. And then we were trying to figure out what we were going to do with it. We decided not to do the Northwestern Airfield again because that was just a big freaking mistake. Paul here, he comes up. We're sitting on the bus just going north again. We're just about in Berezno, and he's like, let's go to the Northeastern Airfield. We're like, okay, let's set a marker for there. We drive up. We're just into the little farming town south of the airfield here. We decide, you know, let's pull over, let's park this thing. And me and Paul were going to go up here and scout the place out, look around, see what's going on, probably get a couple jerry cans. And we left Silver to guard the bus with another person, Andy. And they were basically just hanging out at the time. Me and Paul came up here. We started getting under fire right as we hit right just when we got just up to the hangars. And some dude, two guys were sitting up on the ATC back there just popping rounds at us. Some gillied bastard and a dude who looked like he just got lucky to be there with a sniper rifle.
Yeah. Well, what was the odds? I mean, there wasn't very many people on the server. I mean, it's like...
No, it was just us, you know? And those two people. It was us and those two people. Nuts. And out of all the places we could have gone, we chose to come here because we didn't think they'd be here. Lo and behold, two assholes sitting up on ATC told us otherwise. And then, you're setting up for another shot. You're down by the farm. You leaned out and you took a shot, and then the round missed. And then the guy with the Lee Enfield, you know, sent 2 rounds down at you, took you out. And you told me that they're up on the ATC, and you told me to go around over towards the fenced area, which would be west of the airfield. And that was 600 meters for the shot. I was just packing a CZ at the time, and that was freaking amazing. I didn't think I'd actually make the shot, but I got one of them, that bastard.
It was a great shot, by the way, Mike. I know I've told you before, but it was a great shot.
I was wondering where the second guy went. I mean, there's no way the ghillie guy could have gotten off the thing without me looking over there and seeing him, but apparently he managed to do it. I found out later, after about 2-3 minutes of wondering, asking where he is, and I asked Silver and Andy what's going on down there by the bus. Well, Silver was getting shot at, and he ran away real quick because he didn't want to go down. Andy, though, he stuck next to the bus. The guy we were shooting at got in the bus and started driving it away. The next thing I hear is Andy just blaring Makarov rounds, and just bullets are flying everywhere at this bus trying just to get the guy to stop. He pulled away, and he got real lucky. But we geared up off his dead body real quick, hit his body, and that was that. We never saw that bus again.
I think it's a fairly realistic scenario for a video game. I mean, you know, of course it's pure speculation, but in the event of some kind of apocalyptic event, small groups of people band together, and that's just human nature. That's one of the marvelous things about this game is, yeah, it's a video game and make believe. We all realize that, but there's social interactions that reflect society. I know that's a little bit deep for a video game, but it's true. I mean, look at us. We're four guys that really, Josh is Silverwing's my cousin, but for Mike and the other Josh, we didn't know these guys before DayZ, and now we've spent, dozens of hours together, and it's a great game. It's intense. It's emotionally, it's an emotional roller coaster. It's a freaking blast. It's a lot of fun.
And thank you very much, Van Halen Group. I don't think I could have said it better myself if I tried. The guys make a very good point there about, one of the benefits of not killing on site. Sure, if you team up with someone that might betray you, you might lose your gear, but this is DayZ, you're going to lose your gear almost all the time. So if you want to place benefit over gear, over any sort of human interaction, hey, that's your call. But my Skype list is full of a lot of people that I've met with, a lot of friends, a lot of guys I play with now, all met through DayZ. So you can have a lot of cool gear, or, see, I've just died there. Some hacker teleported and killed us all. Lost all our gear. But I made a lot of new friends that night, and I've made a lot of new friends since. This is the Cherno Journo. Out.
Did I mention I don't like hackers and I think they're ruining the game?
What fucking douchebags.
Right.
What does that achieve? What does that achieve for anyone?